Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to City Skylines, where last time we accomplished an insane amount of work. Everything to the left of this line was built in the last episode. So all of this infrastructure down here, the nice little cable car, and this beautiful bay were all complete. Except there is so much more to do, specifically all up here. And before we do much more, this hill needs to be adjusted a lot. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just this random hill in the middle of the city that's twice the vertical height of all these trees. Like, why would this ever exist? Yeah, no, it wouldn't. And it looks weird. So it's gonna be dramatically remodeled. Oh, and aside from that, this area has been a disaster. It's way too much traffic as everybody's trying to enter this portion of the city through here, but you have trams running through, you have people walking everywhere, and yeah, a lot of that has to be adjusted as well. But of course, we're making a beautiful, peaceful, walkable city for people, so there's not gonna be any weather accidents. And we'll change things in a less drastic way. Yeah, first up is just dramatic remodeling. This entire road is gonna go. That will be moved. In fact, everything around here is gonna be moved, even this highway. To make this hill more natural, we're gonna terrace it out. So there's gonna be the top layer here, but then we're gonna add in the middle and lower squares. And to get something really quickly off our checklist here, first we're just gonna deal with that tram we destroyed. And now, it's just gonna go kind of on a back and forth, up through this town, to here, and then join in with the rest of the network up this way, up until the monorail station, where then it will just loop back, right back next to the cable car, because the cable car is what will get people from A to B to C. But now we gotta do something weird, something I've never tried before. First, we're gonna build a hill next to this, right, to terrace things out. And then I wanna keep adding more keys next to the hills. So it kind of looks like a terrace farm kind of design. But I don't know what's gonna happen if we try and put a key into another key. Like, it might just blow up the game. So conceptually, are we okay? Oh, I see, it wants to connect. Okay, could we just do that though? And then drag it in? Thoughts? Oh, wow, okay, cool. That actually just works. I thought there'd be some kind of crazy clipping monstrosity happening there, but no, we're fine. That was a good test. Then for the rest of the area, we'll just make a lower elevation here. Then we can throw a key around it, not have to worry about any crazy clipping problems later on. Yeah, this is much more reasonable already. In fact, we could probably just get rid of that too. Get rid of the road and kind of chill this out. Yeah, and just have a road driving up there. So that's nice. Although this little Vandy project has ruined the rest of the roads in our city now. But we can fix it. It'll be fine. This main road with the trees, we'll just have to go down this way. Then we'll connect it up like this or something and change it to the same type. At the end of the day, this should look really cool, but it needs some adjustments. Much better. Okay, now we can actually move on ahead here. And I always look at systems like this, and I feel that they naturally kind of build themselves. Like, we already see that there's the highway that's coming over this way, and the highway over here. So why don't we just bring the highway across the plateau? Like, this is already raised, so it makes sense, right? Especially if we snug it up here. Here we go, and that will go this way. We just have to connect A up to B in a coherent way that doesn't kill literally everybody. So maybe something like that. And then of course same deal on the other side. And then we'll fix it up a little later. Okay, but now we have all these main roads kind of running around through here, and we need people to be able to get up here as well, because we'll probably have some houses, maybe some industry. I don't really know yet, but stuff will be there. And we do have a little way for people to sneak under the highway. So what if they went this way, then up here on a very reasonable slope? That got them to there. And that allows us to build a main road that goes across the entire plateau, which then can easily connect to the other side. And there you go. that is most of the road work done. Ooh, but then I have a bad idea where we could get a little fancy with things. What if the highway had an exit over here? And then another entrance. I guess that went over this way. And then to there. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Especially this. It's like people all just stopped in the intersection and suddenly off the highway. Anyway, same deal over here. Let's just have that go to there. And then, oh man, how do we go to the other direction? That's probably the play. Cool. Looks kind of like a weird bow tie or scarred up smile. Oh, but hold up, after all the cleanup, it looks like a GPU. That's like the fan. You have all of the cables and whatever going through. Yeah, 100% looks like a GPU. Crazy what a little bit of cleaning up can do. Just kind of leveled things out, improved on ideas, added in some extra exits, a roundabout over here specifically. So level and ready to go for further development. So that's all good. We can add in extra roads and extra buildings here now, but we need to focus on our public transit. So earlier, we're messing around with our cable car, as in destroying it, and now we gotta get that back in place. So that's gonna just go to there, and now I want a cable car that goes all the way to the end here. Can we just make it so this goes uppies? Like big uppies? That should be high enough. And that goes over the highways. And then we need an end stop here. And that will just connect, no problem? Yeah, no problem. Just have to adjust some heights, but generally speaking, that works out. So cable car going on across, but then we also have a train track. This train track runs right into the core of our city, right to our main transit hub of the city. So I'd really like there to be another stop kind of for this portion. So we need another train station then, and we need this train track to go somewhere. And the only kind of logical answer is for the train to go this way and then go somewhere by the cable car stop, because then all these people can jump on the cable car down here, go to here, and then to the train. And then same with the people that will soon live up there. So another elevated station, please. I don't want the train facing this main road here, because there's gonna be cars going everywhere. So let's add in another road, have the train face the other direction. In that bit of scooting, we can have this raised up, go over the cable car, and then have it connect up to there. And of course, don't worry, everything gets fixed and tidied up eventually. So much better now. Train station is a little far away from this stop, but what are you gonna do? Everything kind of works out and it looks really good. I like having the train track down here as well. I don't know what it is, but I love stuffing infrastructure all into one like little corridor and then leaving the rest of the space free for other activities. But anyway, all that's left to do now is to actually set up the rest of the stuff in the district, so there's actually a point to it, and I have the best idea. We're first going to name this place. We're gonna call it the Silicon Steps. And then we're gonna make the zone an IT cluster. And what that does is make super tall IT focused buildings. And then we'll build self-sufficient buildings as well. So we'll have a crazy mix of IT towers and these kind of green eco-friendly ones. And it should look really, really, really cool, like having super tall towers all on like a super tall hill surrounded by infrastructure. It's great. And most importantly, let's be honest, I just want a lot of people to use the cable car. The cable car is cool, okay? And so everything looks tidy. We'll continue the main road from down here up through here. That just leaves us to throw a couple extra roads thrown about just to increase the zoning. We're gonna have to have a dumpster somewhere. So we're gonna shove that underneath all of this infrastructure, or at least near it, so it's all close by, not in the way. Of course, we're also gonna need the fire department, and then other services will of course go into the city proper. Big police station, which we're actually just gonna put by the train station. And since everybody's gonna be working all the time in the IT cluster, I want a childcare center somewhere. Probably by the train as well, underneath the train track. But no, we want to be nice to people in this city. So instead, we're just gonna have that down over this way. It makes a lot more sense too. Like you can go with your kid to work, with them on the tram, go to work on your cable car, and then drop the kid off right there. And then go up to the IT cluster. Oh, and because it's an IT cluster, it needs some kind of like nerd park. Oh no, this is perfect. A modern art plaza with a cube. Praise be the cube. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So the whole center of this is all gonna be industrial space, and then we'll surround it by the nice green residential. Oh wait, and if we have a residential, that means we need a school. Let's get a high capacity one right here. We'll probably need a high school too, which I suppose we'll just put next door, maybe up here, and then down over this way. It's by the highway, so it's gonna be loud. Plus there's gonna be a ton of people going to and leaving the highways. So I don't really want to put a lot of residential down here, but we kind of need it. So we'll see how it goes. And if they start complaining, we'll figure out something with the highway. At least for now, we can put up some walls around it, and then that'll help a bit. Oh, and besides sound barriers, we could have some trees. And they should help out a lot with noise as well. So let's let it rip. Hopefully it doesn't look terrible. Those IT cluster buildings can end up being extremely, extremely tall, and the aesthetic might not work out. See what I mean? That is a big boy. Oh, what's that though? It's like a cool hangout patio on the roof. That's awesome. The green cities buildings, they're not super green, so they're blending in pretty well. Okay, that's working out. A lot better than expected, that's for sure. Now if we actually get that cable car running, people will be able to get to work really quick, and oh my gosh, look at all the people at this tram stop. What is going on? Apparently this is gonna be the most popular cable car stop in the world? Maybe. Oh, and most importantly, after long last, we can actually get some trains running in our city. We have had this train line forever now, and it hasn't been used. And now we can have one just going back and forth like so. So enjoy everybody. And please, stop lighting the world on fire. Oh, and hey, we hit a new milestone. We are now a colossal city. We get a new square, and we get helicopters, nuclear power plants, cargo hubs. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, dude. And we just made this really cool IT hub area. This is the perfect place for a helicopter. We'll throw the helicopter depot down by our power plants, and then we have to have a helicopter stop somewhere up here. We have to. I think this square is where it'll be. We have the schools nearby, so it's gonna be noisy regardless, and it's by our other public transport as well. And then we can have the helicopter go way deep into our city over here, so people can go over and conduct business. To be honest, I'm not 100% certain how these work, but I'd love to have a helicopter stop right here, and then we can just have it fly directly across the entire city straight to that area. And then beside the helicopter pads, we can just put a couple decorations like a walking path so people can watch all the people go in and out of the helicopter. And then over in the city, I don't even know if this is gonna work, so let's just play it out and see what happens. And the main thing is they took off and they're going to their destination, so hey, looking good. And then off it goes into the center of our city. Now it doesn't cause any problems here, right? No. Flies above everything just fine. And it's a freaking helicopter, so it lands straight down. Perfect, no problems at all. We have the public transit right there too, so everybody's able to get on and off of it. And hey, there's actually quite a few people using it. Look at them all waiting. Well, then again, who wouldn't want to wait and use a helicopter? Oh my god. And okay, since I know everybody in the comments is like, Kibs, come on, you already have a helicopter now. Just make the helicopter fire depot. You know what? Fine. 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 There. We have the IT cluster to bring in a ton of money, and we've needed this for a long time, so there we go. Now they can go back and forth and solve all of our burning issues. Anyway though, with all the helicopters and fires dealt with, I went ahead and decoed the area with some trees, some nice little parks on the corners, And this place is beautiful. It's running great, people have moved in, and now it's just a beautiful urban core of our city. And it's given me plenty of ideas for what to do next time in the actual core. Well, that's gonna be all for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching, but have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.